Welcome everyone to the wonderful world of Farland. One of the richest D&D settings for 5th edition. This is Season 1 Episode 8 of the Sapphire Knights campaign. We are missing Gobby and Yeshua from tonight's game. Gather around the campfire my friends and let me tell you of the adventures of the Sapphire Knights. Our adventurers are on their way down from the monastery atop the Stonewall Mountains. They have been sent on an urgent mission to discover why no intelligence reports have been coming up from Kenby. They are also to investigate the disappearances of people from Kenby and the surrounding areas. Our adventurers come out of the cave entrance and are canoeing down the river and notice a canoe just like the ones they are in. The canoe is filled with arrows and crashed on the bank ahead of them. This is where we will pick up tonight's story.
You guys are in a canoe headed down a river, and you see ahead of you a canoe that's full of arrow holes. Gobby got out and he searched the area, and when he searched the area, he whistled back that he saw two guys. And right now, you guys are on the riverbank next to the two canoes. You heard the signal from Gobby, and you know there are knolls in the area, is what he said. There are two knolls. So let me check your guy where you can see what you can't see from there. And it looks like, Krellick, you can see some people, can't you?
Yeah, I can see those.
The other thing that Gobby expressed to you before he took off was that there is a Sapphire Knight in the forest north of you, and he is dead.
Okay.
So we're going to go in turn order here, and I think we're going to go with round 0. Claire, you're up first.
I will move 30 straight up.
Okay. You see anything else here? There, Cole, where you're at? Yes, you do.
I see the dead knight. Spare the dying is a touch, I think.
Yeah, but he's been dead.
Oh, he's dead. There is no...
Yeah, he's dead.
That's actually, I will go ahead, since I can't do anything, I don't see anything to do, I'll go ahead and move another 30.
Okay.
And duck down next to that rock up there.
Okay.
Whoop!
Want me to back you up some?
Yes. Yeah, that's a little better. On that side of the rock there, yeah.
Okay.
Since that was all black, I didn't know I was running up on them.
She's the aggressive one here. Running on up in there.
I'll hand motion to the group that can see me. Two knolls over there. Drick's turn.
All right, I'll move 30.
Okay. You can't see anything but the dead knight.
Let's see. I will hold action crossbow until I see an enemy appear.
Okay. Gardus.
All right, I'm gonna ready my bow, move up my full 30. I'm going to hold my action, but ready my bow and aim it at Big. And on the first, when I get the signal from everybody else that they're ready, I'm gonna let loose. I'm gonna motion 3 and then point in the direction they're at.
I need Cole and Drick and Gardus to drop me a stealth real quick.
I'm going to guidance myself. Allowable?
Yeah.
I forgot my inspiration.
Oh yeah, inspiration. 24 stealth.
Okay. You're the one that needed to be the highest because you ran. So, no Big. He's going to shoot at Gardus. Miss. You see him knock another arrow. That was a spear, wasn't it? That's why.
It was a nat 1.
Doesn't matter. You would have missed whatever I shot. Nat 1. All right. So the gnolls know you're there. Shifty, who's way back in the back, doesn't see anything. Ugly now. Ugly sees. Go take his point of view. Gardus 2. Misses. It's Krellick's turn.
All right. Bonus action. Since they know we're here, Giant's Might.
Okay.
And I am going to move 30 to there, take a quick look, and go another 30. And I am going to wait till they come towards me. Yeah, because that was my action. Okay, that's it.
Your turn, Lyric. Let's see what you got. You can't see anything.
I see our boats. Can I walk through the trees?
Yes, you can. I'm going to adjust that for you just a little bit. Yeah, you can see Cole now, and you can see Gardus, and you can see the dead knight, but you don't see any gnolls or the big giant guy that's on your team.
Okay, I'm going to go ahead and just move again.
Okay.
Wait, Yeah, because I can't see anything. I'm gonna move right up here next to Cole.
All right.
I'm gonna go ahead and do Bardic Inspiration on Cole.
Okay.
Or no, not Cole. Shoot,
Claire.
Claire. I'm going to inspire you, Claire. I'm gonna say you're doing a good job, buddy, and I clap her on the back.
And I'll say, good job, Lyric, and I'll give her guidance.
We do a high five. And we
Oh, I like it. High five. We each get, I get a D6, you get a D4.
bet. Okay.
All right. And now if you guys are done patting each other on the back.
We have to do the friendly high five. Come on now, Mo.
All right. So the people that were holding action, which was Drick, you still don't see any bad guys. And who was holding an action? Gardas, were you holding an action?
Yeah, I was holding an action, but I got a giant butt in my face.
True.
You can shoot through friendlies, right?
Yeah, a bow without a problem. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
We lean
Then
to
I'll-
his side.
I'll go ahead and let one fly on Biggie.
Okay. I would be a little on if you had a cantrip, I'd be a little rough on that. But a bow has to shoot up,
And I missed.
and you missed.
Trying not to hit Krellick, I overshot.
Well, he is 10 foot tall and 10 foot wide in front of you.
Yeah, so it's Did I hit it?
Yeah.
Any excuse will do.
Yep.
Gardas, you're up again.
All right.
Reroll
I'm
initiative.
going to move next to Krellick,
That's 20. Okay.
and I'm going to take another shot at Biggie.
Okay.
There we go.
Hit.
Let's do some damage. Ooh, big hit.
Cool. I need a perception from Krellick and from Gardas.
Crud.
We ain't seen squat.
We ain't seeing nothing.
All right. You don't see anything, and I can't help you. No big. It's the easiest one to find. Missed him.
Missed him by that much.
No ugly. Missed. But no ugly. Be 30, so be about there. Okay. Claire, you're up. You see one of the gnolls you saw running is over by the knight. No, you can barely see him now.
Yeah, I can't. If I step around this side of it, will it show him to me? No, that's probably worse.
Yeah, you got to get into that tree, and you're
Okay.
really close.
This way? Oh, okay. Weird. That is a really tall rock, and I'll try a Sacred Flame
Okay.
on Null Ugly.
Okay. Hit.
17 to hit. There's no pluses to it. It's 8 radiant damage.
Yep, he takes it.
I don't have 2 attacks. I think that's it. That's all me.
Okay. Knoll Shifty. 25. Yeah, right up in your Kool-Aid, Krellick. And he's going to use a multi-attack. And they're really rolling badly. But your AC is really high, so. Now, I need Krellick and Cole to drop me a perception.
I got the 15.
Ooh.
Nice.
So natural 20 for a total of 25 perception check.
You notice the same thing. You notice the Knoll has a red diamond on a chain around his neck. It looks eerily familiar.
All right. I'll say, am I allowed to say something?
Yep, you can.
I'll say to Lyric, red necklace.
And I hollered to Gardas. I said, he's got a red necklace.
So basically, we need to wait.
We need to
But all
lop
these
off
bad guys, like they're under control. I'm conflicted.
their nose. They're still bad. So we can sell the necklaces.
Well, don't they blow up though? We just don't want to be close to the big bada big.
We do know that they explode when the creature dies. Krellick proved that with the ogre orc thingy on the path. And it's Drick's turn.
Drick, you're up.
Already. I want to move to there.
All right. You can see some bad guys. You want to roll perception?
All right. Sure. This is going to go well.
You notice the red diamonds on the necklace too, and you notice that they have a glow to them.
Okay.
If you remember right, they glowed when he was listening.
Wait, does that mean I have a captive audience?
Yes, you do.
I should totally sing right now. With my
On your
crack-
turn, you can. Maybe.
Maybe.
Can I Eldritch Blast a necklace?
You can. I would have to say that's going to be a pretty much like a called shot. So I'm going to say at disadvantage.
Okay, I still want to try it.
Okay.
On the no ugly.
Okay. Hit. Roll damage.
All right.
Claire, this is going to hurt.
Nah.
I'll be fine.
Did 3 damage to it.
Drick, this is going to hurt.
All right.
Just saying. It's going to hurt. Okay. I need you to do a dex save with a DC 13.
Alrighty.
That is a total of 6 for me.
And Drick, you did 13. Okay, you both pass?
Yep.
I didn't pass.
Oh, no, he didn't. Okay.
Yeah, she got a 6. Sorry, Claire.
That's right.
It's all good.
The bad guy dies too, so don't go bad. Claire takes 20. Drick takes half that, right? So you're 10.
Yep.
And Ugly is dead. Okay, so that was Drick, right? So Drick.
Yep. I yell out to everybody, go for the necklaces. And I'll end my turn.
Yeah, you don't have to pay attention to what he says.
Don't listen to him. Don't listen to him.
Are we not thrown back or anything?
Nope. Lyric, you're up.
Okay, I'm gonna imitate what he did, and I'm gonna do an Eldritch Blast on Big.
Okay.
So I'm guessing.
You gotta roll that with disadvantage because you're trying to do a called shot. So go ahead and roll one more time. Doesn't matter. Hit. Do some damage.
Nice.
This is gonna hurt.
3.
Hit, did damage. Okay, so
I might be able to take out the other guy too, or at least hurt him.
Yeah, but then his necklace is going to go off. So me and Gardus is going to get double it.
And what are you guys known for? The bang, the jump,
Bang,
bang,
boom.
bang.
Jump, bang, boom.
It'll just be
13.
a flesh wound.
I need Gardus to do a dex save and Krella to do a dex save, DC 13, and Shifty also.
Oh no.
Yep, that's about right, isn't it, Gardus?
Yeah, it's been fun.
Thanks, Lyric. We appreciate it.
I'm sorry. I'll heal you. I'll heal you.
They all
There may not
failed it.
be much. There may not be much left to heal.
Shifty takes an additional 13 points.
I might be all right.
Oh, you'll be all right. Just for this one. But when he dies, it'll be bad, right? No, he won't die. He's just hurt.
Phew.
And both you guys failed, so that's 13.
That wasn't too bad. This is just a flesh wound. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and take my movement now.
Okay.
And I'm gonna run over here so I can help heal him. So you guys okay still? Oh, you know what, Mo? I totally changed my mind because if they kill Shifty and I'm right there,
You're done for?
yeah.
Okay, so back you up.
Sorry, guys.
We understand.
I'll heal you from a distance. Sort of.
Sort of.
Just come to me when you're dying. I'm good.
Frog's turn.
Mo,
Uh-huh.
I have a question.
Uh-huh.
If I pick him up and throw him into the river,
Uh-huh.
and it will be less damage because he's in water, correct?
If it blows up, you have to kill him or hit the object for it to blow up.
What if I pick him up, throw him in there, rip the necklace off, and throw it in after him?
It'll blow up in your hand.
Oh,
Yeah, it's not like a grenade, man. You can't just pull the pin and toss it. It will blow up in your hand.
Hey,
And
because
my-
you guys have moved, y'all should just boot, scoot, and boogie out of the range and then hit him with a ranged attack.
all right. Only problem is anybody that hits him from there is going to get Gardus.
I can take it.
Okay.
I got this.
Yeah, I got this.
It'll be fine.
All right, then I'm going to move to there, and I will. Oh, wait a minute. Now I can't even see him.
Yeah, it's a problem with it.
All right, try there. There we go. Now I'm going to use my ranged attack.
Okay. At disadvantage, you know that. Ooh, that was a 22. Eldritch Blast at disadvantage, dropped 20, so you actually rolled a 4. You missed. All right.
That was my go.
Drick, you're up.
All right. I will move to here.
Okay.
I can still see Shifty.
Yep. You mean you're not going to shoot him when you're real close to him and then run away?
Well, no, not after that first experience.
So you're smarter than the average warlock, in other words.
Smarter than the average warlock and smarter than the average dragonborn.
All right, let's do this.
I will Eldritch Blast the knoll, not the necklace.
Not the necklace, okay? I don't know if you can take him down with one Eldritch
So
Blast.
the 16, and it hit. Roll damage. Not bad. 5 damage.
Yep, you didn't get him. Didn't kill him, but it was close.
That's fine. That'll end my turn.
All right. Krellick, you're up.
All right. Krellick's going to do the same thing. He's going to attack the knoll, not the necklace.
Okay.
Oh.
All right.
It was a good attempt.
Yep. That's Krellick's turn.
Gardus.
I'm gonna move out of the splash zone. That
Okay.
should get me. And then I'm gonna blast him with the Eldritch Blast.
You're going to do him or the necklace.
Him.
Straight
I
roll.
don't want to roll disadvantage.
Yeah, but for some reason when you guys are rolling a disadvantage, it hits. And you missed.
And I missed. Alright. And I'm done.
Okay. Lyric, you're up.
All right. Okay. I'm just gonna Eldritch Blast him again.
Him or the
But
necklace.
him specifically.
Hit.
Oof.
Nice. That was max damage, wasn't it?
Yep.
Yeah.
He crumples to the ground, but his necklace does not go off.
Ooh. Don't get too close.
But it's still glowing.
They're listening.
Is he knocked out cold?
He is, he's dead, but
Oh.
I could spare the dying on him. That would keep it from exploding, wouldn't it?
possibly.
Would we be able to talk to him or communicate at all?
No, not with the knoll. He'd be unconscious still.
And they only speak Knoll.
Does anybody have anything that they would want to say to the necklace if they could hear us? Or should we just go ahead and blow the necklace up?
Well, my turn's already gone. I was going to say, can I vicious mockery it? But
Technically, you probably could, but yeah, your turn is done.
yeah, I'm sad.
That would be funny.
I don't have anything to say, but so I just say blow it up.
Alright. We are all out of it, the range of it now, right?
I'll make sure of that, but I think your Gardas is in it.
Oh no,
Of
Gardas.
course I am.
Well, can we say that on his turn he had stepped one more step backwards?
Sure. We can do that.
Yay!
Alright, I'm going to fire my longbow at disadvantage
Okay.
at the necklace thingamajiggy.
Hit.
So 10 damage.
Okay. He blows up and he is dead.
But
Now,
that was exciting.
you guys find a bunch of stuff on this night, but you notice this
wait.
is a sapphire night.
Can we take his cloak and return it to the camp as a symbol or like his weapon or something, like as a way to honor his passing?
You would,
That's what
take,
I was thinking.
you would take his sword, and that sword would be passed on to his family.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Not the blue cloak.
You could do the blue cloak if you wanted to, but the sword definitely.
Well, I don't see it on here, but I would like to take
Okay.
the sword and present it to the commander, and so he can present it to their family.
Okay. I will make sure it's there.
Is there any form of identification?
Yes,
On the night?
you realize that through the coat of arms, you have the name.
We're going to Fisherman's Solace. There is a chapter house there, so we can give it to the chapter house there.
We can, yeah, that would be a good thing.
What is the proper thing for burial or whatever?
Is his body fresh enough that I could carry it to the chapter house?
You could, the proper way would be to just to dig a hole and bury him, but make sure his head is severed from his body, that he can't be re-raised.
Okay, I'll do that.
Can I sing a song, but be like, I'm singing a Ballad of the Blue? You know, it's a song about.
Wait,
And we'll let
Lost
Nick, and we'll let Claire give his last rites.
so yeah, we do all the things.
You find his greatsword, and his he has a set of mithril plate, full plate.
I say we go ahead and leave it in the party sheet until we get to Fisherman's Solace.
Okay.
Just kind of out of respect.
And you have a blue opal cloak in the party sheet as well. Okay.
Cool.
You guys you sailed down the river. This is a rather stinky city, and you've parked your boats at the docks, and you went up through the secret passage into the chapter house. You're greeted by a porter, and the porter says, "We've been expecting you. You guys have a place you could stay here at Fisherman's Solace if you want to and take a long rest, and they will gather the equipment you need for your ride in the morning." Okay.
Yeah, and we return all those items that from the night to the.
Yeah.
Okay. As you do that, he takes the sword. The porter takes the sword, and he does his little blessing over it. Puts it back in it, and pulls it out of its sheath. Does his little blessing over it. Put it back in, and then he ties it with a seal. He ties it with a little seal to keep it sealed. He says, "Yes, the family will very much appreciate that." The armor goes back into the armory. And you guys will probably want to draw your sets of armor out of the armory before you leave. When he walks you around to where the stables are, and inside there is 7 white horses, war horses. Actually, 7 white war horses and a white wolf for Gabi. I don't know if he wants a white one.
Cool.
And as he shows you that, you see standing next to him are pikes. What you use for jousting, pikes. He says, "Those are for you guys for tomorrow." And he points you towards the armor. He says, "Make sure you check out your equipment before you rack out tonight." As you go into the armor, which isn't really a person there, it's just a room that just opens up, and inside it is four copies of the mithril armor, full plate armor that you will get from now on as knights. It's the same armor you just picked up from the guy.
Oh, cool.
Okay.
Exact same enchantments and everything?
Yep.
Awesome.
Shiny.
They also have breastplates as well. So there's if you want to use a breastplate instead of full plate, you can, and it has the same effect. So it's mithril breastplate with light up. And the porter explains to you that since you're leaving on official business, you will have to be in the appearance of Sapphire Knights. So as you go back to your rooms, laying on your bed, each one of you is an opalescent blue cloak.
Yeah.
You have your dark cloaks, which you still have for traveling, and your plate mail that you have here, you're picking up here, and your magic plate and magic breastplates. But your shields, if you need them painted or touched up before you leave, you can get that done here. If you need they'll put a banner on your pikes, so the front 2 riders in your crew have banners of the Sapphire Knights on the end of their pikes, because you are on official business. You do not need to hide.
If my shield doesn't already have it, then yes, I would like to have my shield adorned with the Sapphire Knight.
I was thinking the same thing.
Yeah, because they'll touch it up. The only exception would be Claire. If you have a shield, it would not have the Sapphire Knights. It would have Heshtel's.
No shield here.
Okay. How many things of plate mail do you need?
Well, I'm gonna want one.
I'll take the greatsword off. There it is. And you notice that the greatsword was, when he pulled it out and put it back in, it was etched with the one of the prayers from the book that you guys carry. Also was his family name, and you recognize that that's one of the swords of service, they call it. So once you've done so many years of service, they give you a sword that's made just for you.
Hey Mo, I might have lost you on it, but did you put the cloaks on there too?
The cloaks are in the party sheet.
Oh, there it is.
As you guys pick up the opalescent blue cloak, the cool thing about this thing is, it's very bright, it's very blue. And it kind of helps with the armor, just so you know that it has a reflecting property to it that helps with the armor. So the armor's light can go through the cloak. It doesn't stop, so even behind you is lit up. But if you take the cloak and you turn it around and you face it the other direction, it is your standard blue traveling cloak.
Oh.
If you turn it around the other way, it is the flaming blue opalescent. And it's not that it's like reversible, it's more that it's magically done.
Now we take a pike, right?
Yep.
I can't carry the pike. It'll put me in hindrance.
That's all right. It's left on the horse, so it won't matter. Just mark it as not carried.
Okay.
Are you sure you don't mean a lance?
Yeah, maybe it's Lance. Hold on. Lance. Yep, you're right.
Okay.
Only the first two people have to carry the lance if you don't need to. So.
Well, I grabbed one.
Okay. Well, you might go back. I think I changed it. Go ahead and rechange that because their lance is not pikes.
I went ahead and changed it to lance.
Okay.
I can't wear the plate armor at all. No, it's too heavy.
Okay. Then I'll go with I'll make a note on the breastplates then. So how many breastplates? I'll put 2 in here. 2 breastplates of faith.
Would it be considered heresy or sacrilege to take the symbol of Heshtel and attach it to the sword?
Nope. You can do that.
I think it'd be kind of neat to have that, the symbol on the actual hilt.
So will this be a better armor than the one that we're supposed to get from Dragon's Spur City?
It's the same kind. It's exactly the same kind.
Okay.
The only difference is this has a magical property to it. It's one of those things you don't want to wear all the time because it stands out. So there are times you may not want to wear it. So as you sleep the night and you get a good meal, probably a few drinks in the tavern next door, you pick up a little information from other passers-by that there's not been a whole lot of travel between Jacob's Rock and Kimby.
Have anybody been able to figure out, or is it just
like one out of every normal trade caravans is making it through, kind of thing. It may be that they're just not coming, but in general, there's more traffic coming down from through Jacob's Rock to Fisherman's Solace, and now there isn't. Most of the traffic going to Fisherman's Solace is coming from Jacob's Rock or coming through one of the side roads down from down south.
It's all right. That's what we're going to Dragon's Spur City to figure out.
Yep.
Yeah, we're going to Jacob's Rock anyway. That's where we were going to go first, and then on to Dragon's Spur City, correct?
No, you're going to Kimby.
Okay.
Jacob's, and then Kimby.
Yeah, Kimby's at the crossroads where the M is in Moon, for Link of the Moon, right there.
Let's head that way.
Okay.
Yep.
As you get ready to leave in the morning, your porter is there, and he's got a couple other assistants helping, and they're getting you all fitted out. This is really weird for you because you haven't ever had anyone attend to y'all. And these guys are attending you and making sure your armor is on correctly, your flag is hanging correctly, as if you were in the military and this is your first inspection, and there's everybody and their brothers coming to help you. When you're leaving on official business, they have this is their version of propaganda.
I was gonna say, this is lyrics, the most attention lyrics got in a while.
And you get your, full shine. The plate mail has been shined, has been polished to mirror finish. Your swords are all sharpened. Your weapons are just perfect. And that was done while you were sleeping in your room. And you're like, how'd they sharpen my weapons? They did.
Yeah, but do we really want to be this standout?
Yeah.
Go.
You're in the where you're going it's free. It's supposed to be the free area.
Okay.
This whole way.
Let's go.
As you mount up, you like I said, this is new for you. You mount up and you start walking in for your horses start moving in formation, and your horses get a little lively. They got their trot going on, and the sound of the horses echoing off the buildings as you're riding by. It's everybody looks. Every single person stops and turns their head to see you guys with that your blue cloaks flowing out behind you and the banner on the flag. And when you get to see some of the old timers, they actually stand up, and give that salute, as you're going by for battles past. You can feel the pride in the town that you guys are there. That sense of relief.
So can Lyric say, "Hey guys, I'm so glad you're getting to experience this for once, because this is how I feel all the time." Now we have a relatable moment. I'm so excited.
Super uncomfortable.
Super uncomfortable.
Tis the life of a celebrity. Lyric does wave, princess wave to everybody in the crowd.
Hey, this is new for me. I'm mostly in the muck hunting zombies, so I'm not used to this.
I knew. Smell.
Lyric's probably disappointed there's not someone throwing flowers out in front of you as you're riding down the road.
I'm really disappointed. Like, where's the love?
Where's the rose bears?
As you guys are riding, even when you go past the small towns and the farms along the way, people stop what they're doing. Even if they're plowing a field, they stop and they turn and they look at you. Like I said, it's strange to you because everybody stops and looks. Everybody stops and pays attention, and you can see that sense of civic pride on them. And you're day out, pretty close to the end of the day, and you realize that riding in armor sucks. You make at the end of the day, you make it to Jacob's Rock. Jacob's Rock is pretty much a rock. There's not even a decent inn in town. You'll be sleeping in a barn more than likely. People come when you roll into town, gallop into town. They come out and bring you food. They bring you ale. They pay homage to you. They put you in the finest and cleanest barn in town.
I don't mind sleeping with my horse.
There's no attendance, but in the next day, so you have to end up putting all your stuff back on yourself. Luckily, you paid attention yesterday and you realized how to help each other out, because you really don't like wearing all this stuff. But you head off into Kimby, and the instructions you had for Kimby. Let me get my Kimby up open here. The person you're supposed to meet is Timothy Act Turpin, and he is. So Kimby is an old village that's long held by the Percy family. The line of this family ended in the year 8150 FR, when the old king executed the last lord of the family for treason. The village passed into the hands of the crown, and thus into the hands of Lord Mayor Nagler of Dragonspur, who gave it as a fief to Lord Barteris. As far as settlements go, Kemby is fairly representative of a typical village in Kettlerak. It is so small that it's only one tavern, the Copper Cup. There's no inn or general store. Any visitors must stay with one of the residents. The inhabitants live simple life, farming, fishing, and hunting, and working. Most have never been to a great metropolis like Dragonspur, a mere 16 miles away, and most never want to go. Instead, they look forward to the festive days and South Day worship in the village small chapel of Heshtel. A lawful good God, you already know that. The abbot of the temple, Gideon Act Gilbert, is always a good conversationalist. Although life is difficult, they are not lucky enough to be blessed with a priest of Bestra to make life easier. The simple fact that they are earning a living makes them rejoice in what they have. They may complain about paying their taxes, but they may be subject to an occasional orc raid or wandering monster assault. But all in all, they know they have it better than many folks these days. Kimby's on the line of invasion. I mean, it's close. Dragonspur City, the enemy never moved past Dragonspur City. They couldn't penetrate the walls. But you can see where Kimby's located on the map. They're really close.
Am I changing the name of... In my notes, it says Wanderer's Smile.
For the bar?
Yeah, where we're supposed to meet at the...
Yes, you don't have to change your notes, but yes, it's the name I gave is the right one. Copper Cup. I didn't know Kimby had a full layout when I did it.
All right. They don't have a priest of Vestra. Is there anything that I can do to help them? Do they have any wounded or sick that they need a cleric for?
You probably could go to the church of Heshtel and offer your services to the abbot.
Well, we actually should probably do our mission hook thingy. We should probably go to the tavern and talk to Timothy.
Okay. As you go to the tavern is a shabby-looking establishment. Stray dogs are slinking around the front doors, and the smell of grease, meat, and stale ale wafts through the air, through the wooden and brick building. A sign hanging from one hinge depicts a copper cup. Upon entering, you realize the place is quite popular. There are barely any empty tables, and most of them are filled with farmers. And a homely barmaid saunters up to you and gives you a wide, snaggletooth smile. "Welcome to the Copper Cup, strangers. I'm Matilda. What you having?" Everybody notices you and your armor, but nobody looks like you're doing something wrong, or no one looks shady as far as you can tell from regular appearances.
So I guess we just get us a table and sit down and see what we can see, so we can find our contact here.
Okay.
I'll ask the barmaid, whoever it was that was just talking to us, do you happen to know where Timothy Turpin is?
He'll be in a little while. Always here. He's the sheriff.
Oh, he's the sheriff.
He'll be in here pretty soon. Roll a investigation check, somebody.
I'm pretty investigative. Not a whole lot, but a little bit.
Okay. I'm good with that. That's good. Not a bad roll.
An 18.
An old dwarf missing one eye saunters up to you there, Lyric, and says, you can afford a drink for an old miner?
I can do that. Would you mind trading stories?
Oh, I'd love to tell you a story.
Yeah.
He
Let's
sits
buy
down.
this man.
Okay. So that'll be a round for all of you is a silver piece each. The extra round for the dwarf is going to be another silver piece. And he tells you a long story about how he was captured by orcs, and he had lost his eye, and how he'd stumbled across a cave full of riches called the Crypt of Lazikhan.
Ooh, riches are nice. What'd you do with them?
As his drink empties through his story, he all of a sudden can't remember a whole lot.
Would another round pipe his memory?
Yeah. You want to convince him? Do you want to convince him to tell more of the story?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let me try that. See, man, this story is so amazing. I want to turn it into a song. I want to sing your name in this song. Let me have your name, sir.
And he says his name is... Everybody just calls me One Eye.
One Eye. I can go with that. So you got to tell us more so I can fill out the song.
Okay. I need a perception check from you.
Perception or persuasion?
Perception, actually.
Oh, man.
He drinks your beer, and then he just basically goes back to telling the same story. He makes a little more embellished. He makes a little more, and it's almost like it's getting a little too good to be true, kind of thing. He remembers that the only reason he remembers it is the Crypt of Lazikhan is it was written on the door to the crypt.
So, did you go into the crypt?
Oh no, I was scared. I got attacked by orcs right after that, and so I had to flee. And I got this, one eye, so I could never make it back.
Yeah, I can see how that would be frightening, but you said this crypt was full of riches. How did you know?
Oh, you could just tell rich. You know how that is. You can just tell rich.
Oh.
Where was this crypt?
Roll a perception check.
Don't fail me. There we go. 24.
He remembers the inscription on the door.
This is the final resting place of Lazagon, patriarch of Clan Iron Flame. If you wish to look upon the tomb of this honored ancestor, you must choose the door by which to enter.
Oh, so was there more than one door?
He says, I think there was. I think there was. Roll insight. You absolutely believe there was two doors. That this guy is telling you the truth as best he knows it.
I must be in my drinks.
Am I hearing his story?
Yes, you are. Would you like to buy him a drink and then try your hand at your perception?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh yeah, that's gonna go well.
Oh yeah. So he asks you, says, "Are you all here to find out why the people are disappearing?"
Yeah, that's our main goal right now. We want to make it better for everybody.
Oh, he says, "One more power to you." And as he says, then he goes back to like it's like something just clicked in him, and he restarted at the beginning of his story. It tells you all again about the time that he found this the exact same story.
Do I believe that story?
Roll insight. You believe him too. Yeah, absolutely, he's telling you the truth.
Believe him.
Anyone else want to look? Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm going to ask him, where's this place at?
You got a silver to spend? And a perception check?
Yeah, I got it. Yep.
Because basically, he's saying a different story, but he's mumbling back and forth, and he's really deep in his cups, and the perception is whether or not you pull out the information enough in order to ask the question. And you make it. Look at that. He says, "I'll draw you a map of the location of the crypt. It'll take a few days after you find out what is making the people disappear."
Yeah, why don't you draw me one?
All right, I'll do that. And he says, "You are the Sapphire Knights, right?"
That'd be us.
And he says, "There's a lot of information going. There's a lot of people talking around this town about the people disappearing."
Well, what, you know anything about it?
It's I'm not. They're not taking me. He says, "But if they take me, I'll let you know."
All right, I appreciate that.
Anyone else want to do some investigating?
I'll give the old man a gold and tell him make that map as detailed as if your life depended on it.
Sure thing. He grabs the gold and he bites it. He looks at you, looks at it, stuffs it in his pocket. He says, "I should have got the bigger drinks." Should have got them. And he shambles off. And you can tell that he like takes 3 steps leaning to the right, and then he takes 3 steps leaning to the left.
It's a good thing he didn't have the bigger drinks.
So, I need an investigation from somebody.
I'll do it.
Okay. One of the villagers is talking. He's what you're over here is him talking to another person. He says, ghouls can paralyze you with their touch. So you got to watch out, because that, I think, is what's taking people. Don't let them touch you.
That don't sound right.
No, I don't know, because we fought a ghoul before.
Yeah, I don't think that's right.
Define what you think.
As an undead hunter, would I know, with my background as an undead hunter, would I know if he's telling the truth or if he's BSing?
He's telling the truth. You guys have fought a ghoul before, and it almost paralyzed one of you.
Oh, okay.
In the towers.
Yeah, I couldn't remember if we had to roll for paralyzation check or not.
Anyone else want to investigate? Got to be a different person.
I'll give it a go.
Okay. 16. Oof, good. Sheriff Timothy, we hear someone speaking about Sheriff Timothy has been spending a lot more money here recently, and the city ain't paying him any more money. Sheriff Timothy is who you're going to be seeing in a little while. Relic investigation. Old John, the farmer, had his ladder stolen about a week ago. Are you guys here to come find out what happened to the ladder? I kind of, I don't think they'd need that many nights to find a ladder. You realize this guy isn't the sharpest tool in the shed.
Yeah.
Yep.
We'll look into that ladder thing, but no, that is not why we're here.
And you're going to meet who? Who are you going to meet?
Timothy something or other.
It's the sheriff, I know that, but
Sheriff Timothy Act something or other.
Yeah, act just means son of, so it always confuses me because I think they're all related, but it's like O and O'Donnell.
Oh, okay, I got you.
Okay.
Kind of like a Mick.
Yeah, and I need one more roll. Investigation.
I'll do it.
A local farmer, Herbert Act Joan, has been missing for 3 days. That name strikes you. That is the godson of why you're coming here. O'Rourke.
Ah.
Okay.
All right.
Missing 3 days ago?
Yep.
Can we talk to the guy that mentioned that and get a little more info about what happened?
You can, but he doesn't have any more information. It's just a statement.
All right.
But now you have contacts. You know places you need to go. You have places you need to go in town. And when you mention it, he says that Sheriff Timothy did go investigate the attacks and took a party of 4 fighters with him, and they all fled. They were separated, but 4 locals met up soon after, and Timothy didn't reappear for an hour. And it's time out Timothy, the sheriff. He did indeed go investigate the attacks and took a party of 4 local fighters with him. When they all fled, they were separated, but the 4 locals met up soon after, and Timothy did not reappear for an hour.
All right. Do they know where they went to investigate at?
They went towards the Church of Heshdale, towards the center of town. He doesn't say the church. He went towards the center of town.
Okay, I guess we'll just wait for our sheriff friend.
All right. Because the Copper Cup's on one end of town, so.
Right.
Okay. And the sheriff's office is clear on the other side of town.
Right. But he's supposed to be coming, right?
Yes. Or you could go check in with him. It doesn't matter. But he does come to this area. He does come to the bar. It's the only thing to do in town, pretty much.
Well, whatever everybody wants to do, that's what we'll do. Do we want to wait?
I'm okay with waiting for him.
Okay.
Do you always ask about a place to stay while you're in town? Because there's no inn. There are no rooms here.
Didn't they give us the best barn available?
Not here. That was a different town.
There's a chapter house here. Do they have? They would have rooms.
There's not. The church is here, not a chapter house.
Would we be able to sleep at the church, or?
If you ask the barmaid for if there's a place to stay in town, she'll say, "Yeah, the house of Peter Teller." I'm gonna get this name here. He rents rooms out and is like a boarding house. He's at A on your map, by the way. Not A. He's at D on your map. It's just a little bit down the road from the sheriff there.
On the other side of town.
Correct. You're on the entrance of town. Yes. Okay. I need to know where you're going to go next. You're going to go to your place to stay and drop off your equipment, or are you going to go to the sheriff's office, or are you just going to wait here for the sheriff to show up later this evening? This is about midday, so he probably won't be in until close of business.
I say we, and I hate to do this, I hate to be that guy, but I say we split the party a bit. One of us, or maybe one or two of us, go to the boarding house and try to get some rooms. One or two stay here and the bar, and then the rest of whoever's left go to the sheriff's station and talk to him.
Okay. I need to know who's going where then.
Well, it's only noon. He's probably not going to come into the bar until late in the evening. So why don't we all just go to the boarding house, get our rooms, and then we all go to the sheriff?
Either way works for me.
That'll work.
Yeah, I'd rather stay together. Yeah.
So boarding house, then sheriff.
Okay.
Yep.
Go to the boarding
All
house,
together.
and when you get there, when you ride up, the people there are very friendly. I told you the name of the person already, and they offer you the place to stay for free because you're Sapphire Knights.
Oh.
And food is included. You get one meal in the evening, one meal in the morning. If you're starving in the middle of the afternoon, you better figure out how to eat something that moves fast. Where's that at? If you ask about the sheriff, which I imagine you were going to, yeah, he says the sheriff is pretty much works all day. You won't expect him from till late afternoon. He doesn't cut off early.
So if that's the case, we could go ahead and go by the church. So we could see if we could help out.
Yeah, because from what we understand of the church is like the gathering place for information. So it's not like your spy organization is all through the church. But it's not a chapter house. It's just like the way station for the mail. Everything gets gathered there and then bundled up and sent to the monastery.
Okay.
So there's not a lot of staff. It's not, the reason it's that way is so it doesn't attract any attention. That it's such an important asset to the knights.
Well, since it's on the way, why don't, on our way to the boarding house, we stop and chat with the abbot.
Okay.
And then head towards the boarding house.
Cool. I need PC residue. Okay. The sheriff's is across the road. When you look at the map, D is where the merchant's house is.
Yeah.
A is where the sheriff's office.
Yeah.
B is the church.
Yeah.
So you're gonna go by the church. We went to the church before you went to the boarding house?
Yeah.
Okay. So I
didn't know we had actually moved. I thought we were still talking about moving.
No, that's fine. I just gotta need to know. We're good. I need Claire, religion check. Michael, Gardas, religion check. Claire, something's odd about the church.
Y'all, something feels odd about this church. Keep your feelers on. I don't know how to say that.
Should I do detect good and evil? or divine sense, I should say.
Yeah. Yeah, that might not be a bad idea.
Alright. I'm gonna go ahead and do my divine sense.
Okay. Divine sense. What Claire is feeling is odd is there's no hollow ground.
Guys, this ground's not hollowed.
So it hasn't been blessed?
Either that or the blessing has been either corrupted or removed. But I can tell this ground is not hollow, and this is supposed to be a church, so this is supposed to be hollowed ground.
Now, it's
Okay.
not complete. You'd have to go and investigate more to figure more out. But that there's something wrong with the amount of this is a church and a graveyard. It's a big place. It's probably the biggest building in town, and it's not hallowed.
I was just making a guess as to why it would not be hallowed. We do need to investigate.
Okay, because it's 3 times or 4 times bigger than all of the buildings in town combined. It's big.
Yeah.
And the graveyard is bigger than most farmers' fields. Okay.
Let's go in.
All right, here you're going to finish off what you were doing. Because you were on, you checked this out on the way.
Yeah.
Okay.
I can stay and investigate if someone wants to, or we can double back. It's up to you guys.
Do you think you have enough information now? Because you haven't checked in with the sheriff, you don't know where what your job is here yet. You haven't even I don't think you've done enough investigation yet.
Let's go talk to the sheriff.
Okay. So I'm going to end this evening and you're going to go check in and get your rooms, which that was free, and then go across to the sheriff. If you have any equipment that you need to drop, you'll drop it at the residence. But then you're going to ending. The only thing you pick up as guidance from the other of the residents you're going to be staying at is they made the same remark that the sheriff seems to have more money as of late.
Okay.
And that's where I'm ending for the evening. You will be going up to the sheriff's door. Okay.
Thanks everyone for watching this episode of the Sapphire Nights. If you like this video, take time and let us know. Please subscribe, like and comment. These things help us rate higher on YouTube searches. Share our video and let your friends know about our little adventures. Good night everyone.